Part 14, Hell Act 4. Level 83. I have some stat points saved up from previous levels in case I find some elite or exceptional armor that requires a little bit more strength. So I put 5 points into Vitality here and save the remaining 10, and we continue to put points into Charged Bolt Sentry for the synergies. Hell Iswal is always going to have a huge amount of life on top of a damage resistance. I opt to put Life Tap Wand on instead of Lower Resist so that my mercenary can survive and keep Iswal in one place, so I can load up on traps. I keep throwing out Shadow Master a few times for any additional damage. Unfortunately, Venom Lords show up and cause a little bit of a problem, but with enough Mind Blasts and Lightning Traps, they eventually are controlled enough to take Iswal down without a problem. I go back to town to repair my wand and... oh crap, I'm out of gold. This isn't good. So I go back to Act 1 to farm up a bit more gold. Remember to look for key items with higher sell values such as wands, elites and exceptional armor, and anything that has base character class skills on them such as staves and druid helmets for maximum gold. And now we make it to the waypoint. Back in Act 1 we find a Lum Rune which can be a great for rune word smoke. I also find a 15 all resistance ring, which is really amazing. I hang on to it just in case as my rings right now are still pretty decent. Farming up Bone Ash, I find a 25 all resistance circlet and magic damage reduction. Another great find. But we won't be really needing this since we have Rock Stopper instead. Now time to try and bug some ethereal armor for more defense and potential base for rune words. With a P Topaz, Tal, and a Thol, we get a 3-socketed ethereal bugged chaos armor. Although the armor may still be a little bit low for most people's taste, it's better than nothing. This would be a great base for treachery or duress for your mercenary, as you will not be able to have to repair the mercenary's armor. Remember to always check the chests in the huts around the campfires in Lower Cross. They are super chests and can surprise you with goodies when farming. At this point, I'm starting to jump back and forth between acts to farm and progress slowly, so we head to the Hellforge, and at Hellforge, we get a Hell Rune. Real nice. Here I find a 3 to Lightning Sentry Claws, which are really awesome. Ideally you want to find ones that also have +2 at Assassin skills for the +5, but they can be quite rare and tedious to find and shop for. The Spirit will only give +2, so we will lose an additional skill point for Lightning Sentry, but it gives a lot more stats and it makes it a lot more worthwhile using than having an extra skill point for Claws. I head back to normal Lower Karas for farming up some chip gems, so that I can cube up some of my runes. I find a 5 Magic Find Small Charm, which is fairly decent, 7 being the max. We make our way to Diablo and we encounter lightning immunes. We ask Hadriel for help, but apparently he wasn't having any of my shit and refuses to do anything. At least Flavia attempts to do something, so much for the Archangels helping to battle the forces of terror. At this moment I finally throw the rest of my skill points into Vitality. And now, time for the big D. At first I tried to throw on Life Tap to try and keep my mercenary alive a bit longer, but that didn't do anything. A good trick for Hell Diablo is to get in close to him as Lightning Hose is bugged and will actually miss you if you stand close enough, but be warned as his slaps can still hurt as well as his Firestorm. So we head back and go at him with low resistance instead. Lightning Traps will also not attack Bone Prison, so be careful not to get stuck in one. Make sure that Fade is up for reduced physical damage and resistances. Sometimes you can throw out a Shadow Warrior or Master to help with any additional distraction. Here I do small circles around him, just staying far enough out of range of any melee attack but close enough to be inside the area where the Lightning Hose will not be able to hit me. Well, we had a little bit of a mishap with the Bone Prison to Town Portals, so I didn't want to risk getting caught in another prison, so I had to walk all the way back from the waypoint. Diablo was really going ham on the Bone Prisons on this one. And we get a unique ring, not an SOJ. Enjoyed the video? Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Playing along? Post a comment below of your findings so far. Or you can watch live at twitch.tv/alarashade.